Gente, olha só quem tá no Brasil, Tom Holland e Laura Harrier. Hi guys!
Hi.
Welcome to Brazil.
Thank you very much.
Did you have time to do some walking?
Yeah, we got to
we
explore
did.
some yesterday.
It was really fun. It was
Yeah.
a really, really beautiful place.
So now let's talk about Spider-Man Homecoming.
Finally, here we go.
Good evening, Peter. Whoa! You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
That is awesome.
In this movie, we know that we're gonna see Peter Parker, like the teenage years of Peter Parker. So how different is he gonna be from the other movies, and how Liz Allen, which is your character, how's she gonna be? Because we don't know her from the other movies.
I think the main difference is obviously he's a kid, you know, so when you give a 15-year-old superpowers, it's a dream come true. So we really tried to drive home the fact that he enjoys being Spider-Man. And it's not until, you know, the villain really becomes a prominent presence that he has to switch gears and suddenly start using his powers to really, really make a difference.
Hey Peter, you coming tonight?
I can't tonight. I got the Stark internship.
What's up, guys?
She's gonna be different than all the other girls that you've seen in these movies. I think that their relationship is different. It's, you know, it feels like a real high school interaction. It's not like this crazy romance or anything. It feels like, you know, the weird crushes I had in high school. It's it's very relatable.
Yeah, we've seen from the trailer that Peter kind of has a crush on Liz, and he doesn't really know how to talk to her. Have you guys ever been through something like this in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
hasn't everybody
100
though?
times.
Yeah. I think it's part of growing up.
Yeah.
And I think that when people see it, they're like, oh, I have felt that way so many times. And I think even when we were filming stuff, like it was bringing up back so many awkward memories.
So don't mess with me. Because I will kill you and everybody you love.
Tom, you just said on the press conference that you went to a boys' school in London, in England. And how was the experience of now shooting on like an American school with girls and boys?
You know, it was really cool, actually. It made me realize that if I went to a school with girls, I would have failed miserably. But no, it was a very nice thing for me to do because it was just a very informative experience, and I learned a lot about something I didn't know much about. But no, it was definitely a great experience. Flash, the bully in our movie, was largely informed by my trip there because I came back with like information about schools, and I sort of found that the old school kind of bully that was a jock that would flush someone's head down the toilet has kind of disappeared. It's now the rich kid who makes snide comments about your clothes and drives a fancy car, and Tony Revolori
Is that?
embodied Flash like
He was so good.
he was amazing.
Yeah.
He's so funny in the movie.
Yeah.
And if you could have a superpower when you were at high school, what would it be?
I always say time travel or to control water. One thing I've always been really confused about is how do paleontologists know that a T-Rex wasn't pink or furry? Like, I don't understand how they have just suddenly decided what they look like. Because they found the bones, right? They found the bones.
But didn't they just figure out they had feathers?
I mean, how don't they know that? Like,
I don't know.
I'd like to
think
go
you're
back and
right.
see if they
their
were right. It
imaginations.
just really interests me as to
But
they're
it's
like,
too much pressure trying to travel because then you go back to the future, things are all messed up, you know?
well, I mean, these are all questions.
But in high school, I don't know. Yeah,
Fast forward maths class.
Yeah, fast forward, being invisible, just disappearing.
That's a good one. And what is easier, go through high school or do your own stunts in the movie?
Stunts
Doing
were way
stunts in the
easier.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, they're painful and they're uncomfortable, but, you know, at least it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like going up and waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do a day's worth of stunts, but I don't look forward to walking to school in the cold,
And
doing
going
chemistry for hours and hours on end.
No.
That's true, that's
Yeah.
true. And how was the stunts? Were you ever afraid of something? Or
Laura was
scene?
terrified. Laura was such a wuss.
That's not true.
She was so
I thought it was brave.
annoying. No, she was actually super brave. We had to do this one stunt together, and it was the day. It's your story. You tell it. I don't know why I'm telling your story.
Come on.
We were both there. It was both of our stories. But it was the day that my mom came to set to visit, and it was the worst day that she could have came. I don't know how that fell on that day. I didn't know this was gonna happen. But my poor mom is seeing me hanging 50 feet from the ceiling, screaming like I'm gonna die because I was gonna die. And she was just at the bottom, like, oh my gosh, I was about to have a heart attack. I was like, is your mom okay? Like, she knows this isn't real, right?
Yeah.
She was like, but you just seemed so terrified. I was like, yeah, Mom, I was acting.
But yeah, no, she would scream, and like, I'd be like, was that you? Or was there someone down there screaming? Is everyone okay down there?
Wow.
Yeah.
Poor mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
My friends are up there.
Last question. Tom, you said that you asked help for Chris Hemsworth to help you get the part. How was it?
It's great. I love Chris. He's a really, really awesome dude. I basically just sent him an email and was like, hey man, listen, I'm auditioning for Spider-Man, and I know that you're obviously Thor. Do you reckon you could speak to the Marvel people and put a good word in for me? And he replied saying, yeah, sure, mate. I'll let them know you never know your lines and you're always late to work. I was like, brilliant.
Great.
Thank you, Chris. That's really kind of you. But no, he put in a lovely word for me.
Well, great. Well, it worked out. To finish, would you like to send a message to Brazilian fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone in Brazil? Thank you so much for having us and welcoming us into your beautiful country.
This is an amazing place. We've had the best trip here, and thank you for being so welcoming and lovely, everyone.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Yeah,
Great food.
Thank you. Gente, Homem-Aranha de Volta ao Lar estreia em julho nos cinemas, hein?